Good morning, everybody, and welcome to day 18 of 30 Days, 30 Bands, All Live Albums. I'm Davies Tallow, and today we're going to be discussing another band that started out in the late 60s. And that seems to be the thing for the last few days. Seem to be stuck in the 1960s, even though I've been jumping around. My original intent was to go alphabetically, but I decided to jump around and well, here we are, stuck in the 60s, which is okay. Like 60s was a great time for a lot of bands. But anyway, this band uh, formed in London 1968 by Jimmy Page, Robert Plant, John Paul Jones, and John Bonham. Originally named the New Yardbirds because Page was left with the Yardbirds name. Talking about Led Zeppelin. And uh, depending on who you listen to or what you read, it seems that people who bought up or came about with the name Led Zeppelin was John Entwistle and Keith Moon of the Who. Seemed they were discussing leaving the Who and forming their own band, whatever. But that's one story. Somebody said it was Keith Moon that bought it up, but his chauffeur or something to that effect. But anyway, doesn't really matter. So anyway, today we're going to be discussing their live albums, two of their famous live albums. I can get to the right screen here. And of course, if you're a Led Zeppelin fan, you know what albums I'm going to be talking about. Now, don't you? Yeah. Actually, you don't. No, I'm just kidding. First one, released in September 28th, 1976 on Swan Song Records. Of course, I'm talking about Song Remains the Same. Highly revered among Led Zeppelin enthusiasts. And it is loaded with all their creme de la creme songs. Starts out with rock and roll. One of my personal favorites. A lot of people are sick and tired of hearing that song, but I'm not. It's not my all-time favorite Led Zeppelin song, but it's still a great song. Goes into Celebration Day. It was a great little ditty. Then the title song of the album, Song Remains the Same, which is fantastic. The Rain song, I love that one. Side 2 for vinyl. Of course, this has only got 2 discs. You got the CD. Days Confused. That song, the studio version is great, but the live version on here is just stellar. I mean, out of all the live versions I've heard, I think this is the best one. And Page doing this thing with the cello wand or whatever it's called. Can't think of what it's called. I've never seen anybody else use a cello. Is that what it's called? A cello wand? Can't remember. Well, it doesn't really matter. But I've never seen anybody play guitar like that before or since. Maybe somebody has, but I've never seen it. Side 3, you got No Quarter. It's a haunting, moody song. Stairway to Heaven. That song is, it's a good song. It's an iconic song, but it's got to the point where it's been overplayed on the radio. Uh, I can't remember the last time I listened to it. Might have been on, when I at the radio at the shop. I don't know. But that one I can understand when people say they're sick and tired of hearing it. But it's still an iconic song, regardless. Side 4, Moby Dick, John Bonham at his best, doing his drum solo. And then it ends with Whole Lot of Love. Longest song on here, of course, is Dazed Confused at 26 minutes 53 seconds. Shortest song on here is Celebration Day, 3:49. I mean, other than the first 4 songs, everything else is in excess of 10 minutes or more. So the total time on this is 99 minutes, 42 seconds. They do have a reissue. It came out in 2007. So they've added Black Dog, Over the Hills and Far Away, Misty Mountain Hop, Since I've Been Loving You, The Ocean, and Heartbreaker. Let's see. They do more songs there? Over the Hills and Far Away, Since I've Been... Oh, no. Looks like everything else is there. They just added. Okay. I went there, I thought they'd removed songs. I was going to say, are they crazy? But there's also the live movie that was done with this. If you haven't seen that, check it out. If you haven't ever heard this, check it out. If you've always been curious about Led Zeppelin, I would suggest starting at the first and going down. But, if you want to, you can start here. This is great live music. Led Zeppelin at its height of their powers. So, but definitely check it out. Moving along. Now, the sad part about it, Led Zeppelin didn't come out with a lot of live albums. I mean, you would think, let me go back here for a sec. You would think of all the concerts they did over the years, that would be loaded with live music, live footage, video footage. I mean, there's the BBC sessions. This is basically a compilation of live concerts. And so, it's just really not one concert, just different, sessions and stuff. When they got Celebration Day. Oh, okay, this is a concert film and live album. Basically a tribute. The other one, which I have, came out in, May 27th, 2003. Of course, that's How the Whistles won. Another sad thing is they didn't believe in a lot of pictures and booklets and stuff. So there's no booklet. It's just 3 discs. Which is nice. Loaded with music. Starts with LA Drone, which is just basically a drone. And people, in the background. And then, boom, hit, Immigrant Song hits. I love this version of Immigrant Song. It is just heavy, hard hitting. I mean, it's the hardest I've ever heard this song played. I mean, it makes you want to crank your stereo all the way to the top, to 10 and beyond. Goes into Heartbreaker, which is fantastic. Black Dog, Over the Hills and Far Away, Since I've Been Loving You. Kind of makes you wonder if they took those and stuck it on to Song Remains the Same. Maybe they did. Who knows? I'd have to, of course, I'd have to hear to see if it's the same thing. Of course, then it's Stairway to Heaven, Going to California. That's the way, and Brunwire, Stomp. This is fantastic. Then you go Disc 2, Dazed and Confused, another long one. This one is good, but it's not as good as the one off of Song Remains the Same. That one off Song is iconic. This one's okay, but of course, in this one, they've kind of added a couple of songs, kind of a medley. Includes Walder's Walk and the Grunge, or the Crunge, the Crunge, which is one of my least favorite Zeppelin songs. What Is and What Should Never Be, Dancing Days is okay. Moby Dick, of course. Disc 3, Whole Lot of Love, which includes another medley. Boogie Chillin', Let's Have a Party, Hello Mary Lou. Kind of a heart back to Queen doing that. Going Down Slow. Of course, then you go Rock and Roll, The Ocean, and Bring It On Home, and Bring It On Back. Out of the two, I would say if I was to rank these 1 and 2, I would definitely rank Song Remains the Same number 1, and this a very close number 2. Maybe even tied for number 1. But I just love Immigrant Song on this. One of those songs I can never get sick and tired of hearing. I mean, I'll put that on in my truck and crank it, and I just love it. So, if you've never heard this or Song Remains the Same, check it out. Led Zeppelin at their finest. It's just too bad John Bonham had to pass away. I mean, of course, who knows what would have happened later on. He was a heavy drinker and stuff, so. But as far as I'm concerned, nobody deserves to go that way. In your sleep, choking in your sleep. No. So anyway, that's it for the day. Please subscribe. I would love it for you to subscribe. I know I'm not the best talker and everything, but I love talking about music, and I do try. Especially in this world that we live in, where we don't know where things are going to go, but you really can't worry about that. What's going to happen tomorrow, the next day, or a year from now? Just go with right now. Enjoy your life. Enjoy music. Everything's not all that bad. Yeah, it's rough, but I think you know what I'm saying here. I hope you do. I hope you do. So anyway, leave a comment down below, like the video, and hit the notification bell. And I'll see you on day 19. And we got, let's see, 10, 12 more days. We'll be wrapping this up on the 18th. So we'll see what goes, how it goes. So anyway, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you tomorrow.